I can't believe he kept all this crap. I thought he just threw it away. I remember the day I brought this to his house. I thought it was a masterpiece, but in reality it's just chaos. How in the world is this a portrait of our dog Zev?
Well, that's garbage. Just throw it out. It's ridiculous that he kept that junk anyway. Just throw it away, Cassandra.
You can't honestly be mad that I'm curious. I haven't seen these photos since I was like 5. Grandpa always said that you look like a princess in your wedding dress. I can see it up.
Look, Cass, just throw it out. We don't need a reason to keep all that stuff around.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna take these finished boxes out to the pickup. And this is going to be dumped in the dumpster. He used to read that to you when you were younger.
Yeah, I found it in this box over here.
Wonder which old magazine he got that out of. Cass, you can read that later. Just help me finish packing this last bit of boxes, and I'm starving. Hey, do you want to, we can go eat Chinese food? What is his favorite?
Mrs. Sandwell? I was hoping to talk if you weren't too busy.
Yeah.
It's about the book report project that was due this class. I was just wondering if I could have some more time to finish it. My mom and I have been finalizing details for the funeral, and I just haven't really had time to finish it.
Cass, I understand what you're going through. It's very difficult, and I'm sure you and your grandpa were very close, and you're struggling right now. I can see that.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm struggling, but it's been a bit more difficult lately. This is a lot more responsibility than I was anticipating, that's all.
Again, I understand, and that's why the answer is yes. I'll give you until, let's see, next Thursday to have the Animal Farm book report in. Until then, it may be in your best interest to maybe miss a few of the upcoming book club meetings. I know it's something you're very passionate about, but I don't want you to overwhelm yourself, and I feel like right now you might be taking on too much responsibility.
I'm fine. Books are rarely stressful anyways. Books are more of a release from that harsh fact of life, you know? I do appreciate your concern, but I'm perfectly fine. It's just a family death. They happen. We were expecting it to happen eventually. I should really be going, but thank you for the extension. Have a great day.
Cass, you know my door is always open if you want to talk.
How's it going, champ? Feels like I haven't seen you in ages. What kept you in Miss Samuel's class for so long?
I was asking for an extension on that stupid Animal Farm book report. Thankfully, she's gonna let me finish it later. She still gave me the pity teacher speech. She even said I should quit the book club.
She didn't really say that, did she?
Yeah, like, who does she think she is? Who does she think I am? I would never take a break from that position in that club.
You did start out our freshman year after all. Well, I know you've been really busy with everything going on in your life right now, but I really miss you. Is there any way I can hang out? I will come over and clean your house. Oh, I would even do the dishes if it meant I can hang out with you.
I miss you too, Liz, but I don't think I can have people over right now. My mom has been so off lately, and I know it's because of my grandpa dying, but she's just not herself at all. Like, she goes to work, then she goes straight home to her room, and she doesn't come out unless it's in regards to his stuff for his funeral.
I'm sure it's rough for your mom, but I mean, I can just come over and help you guys. I could come over and get your mind off of things. Everyone grieves differently, but I can just bring some humor back into your life.
I suppose you're right. How about you come home with me after school? You can watch a movie. Or
That
something.
sounds great. We can have that Lord of the Rings marathon. Doesn't that sound like an epic time?
Yes, and we could... Crap, I'm late for class now.
Whoa, where'd you get this pretty charm bracelet?
Oh, my grandpa left it for me. I'll tell you all about it when we get to my house, but we should really get to class before we get detention.
As if Miss Shu would give you detention of all people.
Oh, shut up. I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the teachers who have duty this hour.
Okay, smarty pants, come on. Thank God we are finally home. It felt like school would never end. That place is seriously torture, I tell you. Who just likes being there?
I have a feeling you're not complaining about school, but rather that feeling Tusker you got in math today.
Okay, but in reality, when am I ever going to use any of that junk? Foil this, foil that. I use foil for food, not math. First it was letters and equations and now material crap. What has happened to humanity?
It's not that bad, Liz. You just decide to watch movies and take naps during class.
I get it. Can we just switch subjects now? Math always makes me depressed. Starting a new book series, Cass? I didn't think you were done with the Arcanic Chronicles.
No. This is something my grandpa left for me. It's an old fairy tale book he read to me when I was younger.
Oh, Cass was always such a little book nerd. How cute.
Shut up! It was in a box with this bracelet and a letter, but I haven't read it yet.
Why not?
I know it sounds stupid, but I'm scared to. I don't know what's going to be in that envelope, and I don't know if I want to find out.
It's your grandpa, Cass. It can't be that bad. Just open it. Rip it off like a Band-Aid.
I don't know.
Where's the letter? I'll open it for you.
No, that's not necessary. Do it myself. I'm not a kid.
I know you are, but why worry about what's in the letter when you can just read it and move on?
I can't just move on, Liz. I don't feel okay. I feel like a part of me is missing. I feel like I could have been there for him more often. Like, I ignored him, and I didn't involve him in my life. What if he doesn't know that I loved him? What if he doesn't know how hard this is? He was supposed to always be there. He was supposed to be at graduation. What am I supposed to do now? How am I supposed to move on when he's literally gone? I would give anything to have him back. To have him call me or my mom to see how our day was, to have breakfast with him at the diner. God damn it, it's not fair.
I'm sorry, Cass. I didn't mean to pressure you. We don't have to read it if it's too much for you. I didn't think you were taking this that hard.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lose it like that.
It's fine. I can just stay over if you want me to, like we used to. We don't have to worry about school. It's the weekend.
Wait, isn't tomorrow Friday?
No, today's Friday, Cass. You forgot about something, didn't you? You know, for being such a know-it-all, you seem to forget a lot of things. What did you forget this time?
I have to babysit the neighbor's kid from next door.
How do you forget something like that? Okay, I get it. Dumb question. Well, I better leave you alone to get ready for that adventure.
He's not that bad.
Whatever you say, Cass. It's just, if you ever need me, just let me know and I will graciously come to your rescue.
Have a great evening, Mr. and Mrs. Darian. Your son's in great hands. I'll have him in bed by the time you're home.
Mom, Dad, don't leave me. Why do you need a social life when you can be home with me? She's crazy.
I'm not that bad. Calm down. I literally let you do anything you want.
That's the problem. You're supposed to be in charge of me. What if I decided to climb to the top of the roof and jump off? Would you let me do that?
Of course not. That's so cliche. I would have you do a triple backflip with a belly flop finish.
You're a terrible babysitter.
Is that so? Then I guess I should call the Pizza Palace and have them cancel our dinner.
How does eggplant salad sound?
Whoa! Let's not get so drastic now. I was just playing games. Talking about games, do you have any games on your phone yet?
It's as if you expect my answer to be different each time, kid. No, I don't have any games. I just have social apps and some books.
Who reads books anyway?
Intelligent people like myself.
No. Correction. Nerds.
Oh, hey, I could say the same thing about you, Mr. I like video games about haunted animatronics.
It's not just about the animatronics. There's a full story that makes total sense, but you wouldn't listen to me about it. Ooh, what's this? A letter. And it has that weird wax thingy on it. In video games, that's either good because some rich guy wants to help you out, or it's bad because, well, because some people are planning your funeral and gonna assassinate you. Hey!
My grandpa left it for me.
Wait. Left as in dead. Was he killed by a rich assassin?
No, he wasn't killed by a rich assassin. He just died. That's it.
Oh, that's lame. Oh, shoot. What do people say when they're in an awkward situation? I'm sorry.
Just eat your dinner.
Please, 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 just don't tell my parents.
I'm not gonna tell your parents. Just eat your dinner and we'll move on.
Okay.
Here, take my phone and watch those theory videos.
You're scaring me, but whatever you say, Cassandra.
Once upon a time, there was a girl who was the smartest of them all. She never let a challenge cause her to cry or fall. She had a love for literature and her family. Little did she know, nor little did she see. She held the magic and she was next to be. My dearest Cassie, if you are reading this, unfortunately I am no longer physically with you. I wish I could live by your side for an eternity, but sadly life isn't always like a fairy tale. I will always be with you, even when I am not there in person. I will always be watching and will guide you whenever you need me most. Please remember these two important pieces of advice. Do not push those around you away, for they love you and will cherish you as I did. And secondly, never forget the magic that you hold within your soul. You will face challenges in your life, but remember to be courageous, open-minded, kind, and always be willing to think outside the box. Life may not be like a book, but you can still find your happy ending. Blessed be Papa.
Do you know what I do when I'm sad? I kill some stuff in Call of Duty. Have you ever played before? Come on, I'll teach you how. But I can't promise I won't kick your butt in it, though.
Yes, what's up?
I totally let you win that one.
Sure. Just because the student just beat the master, I kicked your butt.
Your technique is a bit off, but you are still learning how to shoot properly. But you are overall getting better.
Well, kid, your parents can be home soon, so let's get you to bed.
Just when I thought you were getting cool and all that, you had to hit me with the, well, kiddo, it's time to get ready for bed.
Sorry. Rules are rules, and I have to follow those rules to get my paycheck. Hey, what if I read you a story?
Stories are for losers and babies.
Stories are great, no matter how old you are. I pick a good one, I promise.
Just this one time, because I walked in on that whole crying situation.
Fate has decided that we read this classic fairy tale. My grandfather loved reading this one to me. You're gonna like it.
Who's WR? And what's up with this book thingy in the heart?
My bracelet doesn't have a heart. My grandpa gave it to me. Let's just read the story before your parents get home. Get nice and cozy. Alright. One day, as snowflakes fell, a queen sat sewing by her window. Suddenly, the needle pricked her finger, and 3 drops of blood fell onto the snow. Gazing at the red blood on the white snow, the queen sighed.
I wish I had a child as white as snow, as red as blood, and as black as the wood of the window frame. Months later, the queen gave birth to a beautiful little girl who had skin as white as snow, cheeks as red as blood, and hair as black as the ebony wood. She was called Snow White. Sadly, the queen soon died, but the king remarried again, and the new queen was beautiful but vain. Every day she stood before her magic mirror and asked, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?" The mirror always replied, "You, O queen, are the fairest of all." But little Snow White grew more lovely each passing year. At last the day came when the queen's magic mirror said, "Oh, you, queen, are fair, it's true, but Snow White is now fairer than you." The queen was filled with jealous anger. "No one could be more beautiful than I am," she snarled.
The queen summoned her huntsman. "Take Snow White into the forest and kill her," said the wicked queen. "Bring me her heart in this chest." He agreed to do so and left the next morning following the young girl. When Snow White's back was turned, the huntsman raised his dagger, plummeting it into her back. Back in the castle, the queen asked her mirror once again, but this time the mirror spoke what she wanted to hear most. "Yes, your majesty, you are the fairest of them all." Knowing the deed was done, the queen was able to place Snow White's death as a murder and had the young huntsman arrested in front of the village. The queen lived happily ever after. Do you remember the old fairy tale Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs?
Yes? Is that all you called me for? Couldn't have that waited
What happens at the end of the story?
Snow White is killed by the huntsman. Cat, are you okay? Everyone knows that story. Didn't you say it was like your favorite? Why are you even asking?
At the end of the story, Snow White eats a poison apple and then she goes into a coma and the prince kisses her and she wakes up, right?
Where did you get that garbage from? That's almost too fake even for the Disney version.
Are you being serious? Like is that seriously how you remember the ending?
Yes, Cat. That's how it's always ended. Are you okay? Should I come over?
No,
You sound crazy.
I just didn't remember the story clearly. I'm using it for a project. Have a good night, Lids.
I mean, if you say so. I'll see you at school on Monday. Good night.
It's like a prank or a weird fever dream or something. I have never read the story that way. What is going on?
This isn't mathematically possible. How is she here?
More importantly, who is she? She's rather disgusting. Look at her drool.
Oh, Jade, don't talk like that. I think she's a pretty little thing.
I sleep by day, I fly by night, yet I have no feathers. What am I?
No one has time for your dumb riddles, Felix. There's a stranger in there, man, a stranger.
Shh! You guys are gonna wake her up.
Rise and shine!
Yeah, can we keep it down? I'm trying to pass this level.
Oh, great. She's here to kill us. I knew when I woke up this morning that today was the day.
Wait, are we gonna die? Gladys, I don't wanna die yet.
No, dear, we are not going to die.
Happily ever afters always existed in my mind. Now it's my turn to find one this time. Jumping into the unknown to make everything right. I know I'll be alright. Everything's changed that I'm on my own. So many new things that I know. And I think you'd like to see the person I become. Even on my worst days I feel I've somehow won. Happily ever afters always existed in my mind. And now it's my turn to find one this time. Jumping into the unknown to make everything right. I know I'll be alright. Happily ever afters always existed in my mind. Now it's my turn to find one this time. Jumping into the unknown to make everything right. I know I'll be alright. Wishes and promises